Mr. Speaker and members, it's an honor to present SBX 27, which would increase the minimum legal age for tobacco products. Based on concerns raised by members, we have taken amendments that would exempt active duty military personnel. We can talk all day long about statistics on this issue, but I'd like to bring a personal experience as a healthcare provider and the toll tobacco took on the lives of the people who trusted me to care for them. In my 27 years of practice as a dentist, I never had a patient say to me, "Boy, am I glad I started smoking." Indeed, 90% of smokers wish they had never started. I saw oral disease progress before my eyes: yellowing teeth, gum disease, significant decay, disease that could have been prevented, and oral cancer. I saw patients who were good friends fight cancer, heart disease, emphysema, and still lose their battle to stop smoking. The addiction is so great that even after surgery, during chemotherapy and radiation therapy, many can't quit, and it's really painful to watch. We know what a killer tobacco products are. We know how the industry works to attract the next generation of victims through advertising and product manipulation, often to our poorest and most vulnerable people in California. Yet for years, we've been reluctant to say, enough. Let's do something productive to stem the tide and save millions of lives in the future. In the 1970s, we lowered the drinking age from 21 to 18. We found that motor vehicle accidents and fatalities skyrocketed in this age group. Eventually, states, under threat of loss of federal highway funding, gradually moved it back to 21, and we saved lives. There is a precedent for adjusting an age to accomplish public health objectives. The parts of the brain most responsible for decision-making, impulse control, sensation-seeking, and susceptibility to peer pressure continue to develop and change through young adulthood, and adolescent brains are uniquely vulnerable to the effects of nicotine and nicotine addiction. 18-year-olds may be considered adults for some purposes, but when it comes to brain development, that age isn't recognized by the brain. And nicotine addiction, they are still highly susceptible and vulnerable. Why wouldn't we take steps to protect them when we know this is the case? The momentum is building across the nation. Hawaii, New York City, San Francisco, Santa Clara have all moved to restrict access to tobacco to age 21. In my home city, the city of Healdsburg, we did this in 2014. We were the first city in the state of California to raise the age which you could buy tobacco products to 21. In July 2015, the CDC released a study that concludes that 75% of adults favor the age raising to 21, and 70% of active smokers feel the same way. Raising the legal age works. It's been proven in other areas. Teen smoking is enabled by buying for the younger. 18-year-olds are much more likely to buy tobacco products for their 14, 15, 16-year-old friends. But 21-year-olds don't do that. This works. It just makes sense. It's a good public policy measure. I respectfully ask for your aye vote.